we weren't recording that whole intro. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. It was a bad intro. YouTube intro of me brushing my fucking teeth. Uh, but oh yeah, okay. So I was like ranting about some shit right at the beginning of stream, and for a hot second, I was going to, well, just let you watch it later, but okay. Am I gonna have to tab in Minecraft again? Okay, it's bullshit, bro. But I'll just tell you because it doesn't even matter. Holy lag, holy lag, holy lag. Okay, we're good. Um, yeah. So I was talking to you, right, about your walk or your run, whichever you want to call it, your outing, as your app calls it, Tuesday evening run. W. Um, I I texted Jessica and Zara about uh Bill's Instagram like message to everybody or whatever. You know how when you're on the messages tab and everybody up at the top has their little thing with their speech bubble sometimes? Yeah. Found 100 on the floor, lucky me. I sent a screenshot of that to Jessica and Zara and said, "What is bro on about?" I would have sent it to you, but I was going to talk about it on stream anyway, so I was like, whatever. And then Jessica said, "Man, I don't know. I've been running into his reels he's been liking too, and I just question it." And I said, "He's performative in the strangest way possible," which I think is true, 100%. And then Jessica said, "I completely agree." And then proceeded to ask me about my job. Meanwhile, at the exact same time, she jumps into personal DMs and says, this is the part that pissed me off. Okay, you remember how much I've talked to you about how I wish I got off on a better first impression with them? She starts it off by saying, "Hey, girly pop." Genuinely kill myself. Genuinely kill myself. Said, "Hey, girly pop, are you able to check in on our apartment around next week whenever you have time?" And then did uh her little, what the fuck am I getting? Hold on. If I tab over, I can see it. Deader than a dead horse, genuinely. And then she did that emoji. She always fucking does that one. It's not gonna fucking focus, but you get the point. And then I said, "Yeah, totally. Any specific time?" And then she said, "Nope, not at all. Whenever it's not an inconvenience." And I said, "Gotcha," with a thumbs up. W dismissive. I don't know. I don't know. That's the one that she always uses. I notice. It's really strange. But hey, whatever. I don't fucking know. It's your guess is as good as mine. But fucking yeah. Oh, but the reason I was ranting is because I was like, you remember that reel? You're gonna hear this twice. You're gonna hear this twice if you watch the VOD back. But I was like, you remember that reel where it's like I get stressed out when more than two people start texting me at one time. I was getting stressed when I was talking to you and Jessica, and then at the same time, Kira snapped me, and I'm just like, I just like respectfully, okay. Here's the thing with her. Everything's fine. She has not said any words. Nothing has happened. Everything's okay. But I still dread every single time she sends something because I'm like, I'm gonna have to fucking do something about it someday. And I don't want to. You know? But anyway, yes, I was getting stressed out. And yeah. I said it in the beginning of the stream. I was like, and there's only one person in this selection of people that I actually want to talk to right now. And I said, you can guess who it is. Yes, Sammy, we gotta do this shit. Please. Please. Okay, alright. Yes. I need her to send something to you being like, why hasn't Thomas reached out to me? I've been snapping him. And then you say, oh, it's because he's talking to a girl. W! Or something. Perhaps. That's what I think. That might work. Am I the best player in the game or what on how to not get a girl? Dude. Coaches don't play, chat. Coaches don't play. Come on. God damn it. Staying single 101. I would be the best professor in the universe. Best professor in the universe at this shit. One, go to gym with the girls. No! Sammy, stop. Stop listing everything wrong with my life, please. Not wrong. Oh my god. Stop it, please. Oh my god. You're just gonna keep going. I know you're typing number 3. Or some shit. Oh my god. Don't make me sound bad though. With reject an objectively hot girl. She wouldn't be good for me. Fuck. W. I could name a few, but I won't. Yeah. She's like the kind of hot girl that would like ruin your summer, you know? Like like she's like you would start talking to her thinking this is speculation, chat. Speculation. We don't know who this woman is. It's only us in the chat. Anyway. She would be the kind of girl that yeah. She would treat the relationship either way too like she would either put way too much into it or way too little into it, and it just wouldn't be in any way like relationship feeling, if that makes sense. Do I even know what that feels like? Kinda. Like I know what it's supposed to feel like. I think. Yeah, no, I've dealt with girls like Kira a little bit. But anyway. But yeah, no, I just need to just kind of do exactly what I've been doing. Hopefully she talks to you about it. The one after 2 weeks. Yikes, dude. I understand that point where you're like, oh my god, things are so good, I have no idea how it could go bad. When you know. Ugh. You don't know. You like respectfully, you cannot know a person's full character in 2 weeks. You can get pretty close, maybe. But if y'all are doing that stupid relationship bullshit where you're waiting hours purposefully to send messages to each other, that's what I hate about relationships. That is the number one thing I hate about relationships, and it's because social media fucked everything. I hate that game. I can't play that game. I don't want to play that game. I literally hate the bullshit where it's... Is that too bright? It's too bright. We're in dark mode right now. Dark mode, Thomas. Okay. I literally hate playing the game where I'm like, oh my god, I come off as clingy if I text her right as I see the message. I'd rather kill myself. I'd rather blow my brains out than do this shit. Yes. Yes. And I'm just like, if y'all are like thinking that people that do this shit to each other are gonna be like, y'all, like, let's play this out in the future, right? Y'all get married or some shit. You'll be talking every single day. Like, you wake up and you talk to each other. You're not gonna wake up and wait a fucking hour to talk to them. Are you fucking serious? Shoot me. God damn it. Yes. I'm just like, fuck. Like, what is the issue with being clingy other than if the other person doesn't even like you like that? Can I say that? Like, you can. Okay, maybe that's a bit too far. Okay, let me think this out. If you genuinely are interested in a person, holy stutter, Jesus. Sorry, wait. what's the bit where I could say like I didn't mean to remix or some shit? Then they don't even like it. Like, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And it's just like, so let's say you both like each other, right? And neither of you are playing games or whatever. But you're still doing this timer bullshit where you're like, "Oh, I got to match how quickly she sent me a snap or a message." Are you fucking serious? You're grown ass adults now. At least at this age, okay? When you're teenagers, it's whatever. Yeah. Yes, it's like, yes, there is a point where texting back like that a bunch is, it does come off like that for sure. But like, I feel like there's levels to it where it's just like, if you just talk to them and you don't have this little thought of like, oh, but now I'm coming off as clingy. If you don't have that thought and you just talk to them like a person, you're 100 billion% off better. There's no way that can go wrong. Yeah, I fucking that is the shit that I, oh my god, I'd rather blow my brains out 3 times in a row than wait 3 hours, 3 bullets to my fucking brain. Please. God damn it. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just like, there's no way that talking to another person that you are interested in, like a real human being, can go bad. Is that crazy to say? Okay, it is getting dark now. I don't think that's crazy at all. That is potentially, let's say it's a guy's perspective. That is potentially the girl that you want to spend the rest of your life with, maybe, if you're in that kind of mindset, unless you're just dating to date, which is fine. That's, somebody's way of living. But it's like, what the fuck? You're like, I don't know. I'm getting worked up as fuck right now. Okay. Yeah, yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. Holy shit. My hair is all my hair is getting just as worked up as me. Okay, hold on. Jesus Christ. Oh my lord. This looks this looks awful. All right. Fucking whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Like, if you meet the right person for you, truly the right person for you, I feel like there's nothing wrong, nothing that you can do that will like drive them away. If they are truly the right person for you, if they truly get you, there's nothing there's nothing that you can do other than just like be a total psychopath, right? That can like drive them away. If you're just being yourself around a person and they hate you for it, that's not your person. That's just not your person. Find a different guy. Find a different girl. Who cares? Y'all would have gotten divorced in the first month anyway if you pretended for a whole fucking length that it took you to get engaged and married. You know? Like what's the issue with like I don't know. I don't know, dude. If you can't like be yourself and you're trying to be some stupid nonchalant fucking prick around a girl, I don't see how girls see those men for anything other than their physical value. Because nonchalant men genuinely seem like the most nothing burgers of people ever. Can I say that? They're genuinely just chilling, doing fucking nothing. Nothing but sitting there like posted up. You know, some bullshit like that. Like I'm sorry. There's no way that nonchalant men counting the hours to respond. Yeah. Yeah, you're like oh, she snapped me? Okay, yeah. Let me just leave her on let me just leave her on sent for a few hours. And then you're like, "Oh, it's been a couple hours. All right." Or you're like, "Kill me." God damn it. Sorry. Should we, unless you want to keep talking about this, should we move on? Should we move on? I can keep talking. I can keep talking. But I have a feeling you're either okay. Okay, we can move on. You'll be listening. Okay. Wait, you want me to continue? You want me to continue or no? Yes or no before you get your hands all wet. I think we're gonna have to. Chat. She put her hands in the sink. Oh, I can do whatever I want. Okay, all right, all right. My bad. All right. Forensic Giles. We will put on some Forensic Giles. Sorry. That wasn't needed. That's on me. That wasn't needed. That was my bad. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna yap for a little bit, and then we can put on Forensic Files as per usual. Plan today is to get some more copper just for those divided areas, and then I think the idea currently, now that we have several bees, is to either make a new biome within the botanical garden, of course, or try to play the game in a different way, meaning like try to do villagers or try to do netherite, more diamonds, that kind of thing. It really doesn't matter. But I think right now I need iron, and then I need to go get more copper. I think once I have those dividers and have all the chests out of the BBG, things will get better. I think. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah. Anyway. When I post this on YouTube and then it becomes some like, you know, one of those like YouTube stories where it's like the best YouTuber you've never heard of and you're like watching all my VODs because I'm like dead or something. Holy dark. If you're calling him the one when there's still the word weak at the end of how long have you been dating, please rethink. Please rethink. There's got to be something else. There's got to be something else. You got to kind of rethink your values, I think. Sorry to say. I know that's kind of really annoying to probably say to people, to tell them, no, you're kind of acting crazy right now. Nobody wants to hear that, respectfully. I mean, come on. Let's be real with each other. But, yeah. I'll just say it because this is not specific to anybody. But it's like, seriously? If you're dating somebody and you're already like saying... well, okay. I know I've like heard stories of where people say I love you too quick and things work out. But like... Let's keep it on the subject of like he's the one or whatever. Like this is the man I'm gonna marry kind of bullshit. What's wrong with waiting a little bit just to see at least 90% of this person? You know? I'm trying to talk about this in the best way to not get me worked up or just like come off as like super angry. But you know, like just be yourself. Let hopefully him be himself. And if you two both like each other after doing that for like, let's throw a dumb number out there, a few months, if you still like each other like that, maybe you can start throwing those things around. But if you're still not sure, never try and say that shit. I'm sorry. Coming from your local coach and professor of Staying Single 101. I'm taking applications for TA positions. Only men, though. Sorry, I don't do that. It's all a part of the program. Sorry. This is stupid. This is stupid. Oh, my fucking pickaxe broke. Awesome. Awesome. And I don't have... I have 3 stone. Oh my god. Anyway. But yes, I don't know. Just people think they can judge a character quite quickly, but most like this is even coming from me because I'm a huge people watcher, and sometimes I like to put a story together about somebody that I know nothing about, you know, and just kind of like to think about that in a fun sense. Obviously not actually like judging their character based on these thoughts, but like people think that they can get a person just by being around them a little bit. I don't know. We need to like discuss some difficult topics to like see if they are... Let's talk about men. If they're capable of critical thinking, if they are capable of actually holding a intellectual conversation with you. There's too many stupid men in the world, guys. There's too many stupid men. And can I be honest? We're giving them too much time a day. We're giving them too much time. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. This isn't like this isn't coming from a jealousy standpoint, but it's like I see guys who are like just fucking tools that are in relationships with like actual intelligent, real good people, and I'm just kind of left there thinking, okay, so either this man presents himself really well as a total fucking idiot, or there's something wrong with this relationship. Oh my god. I don't know, I'm yapping. I don't know if that actually means something, what I just said, but, you know. It's usually both, yeah. Can we stop giving stupid people the time of day, just in general? Not even men, just like stupid people in general. Doesn't even have to be about sex. Not sex, but like gender. Genders, whatever. Male or female. Nope. Fuck. I'm canceled. Yeah, and it is usually both. Yeah. Genuinely. Thomas's over party. Fuck. Guys, Sammy's planning my canceled party. Join her next stream where it's actually just Sammy and I'm not there. Because I'm canceled, of course. I'll find a way to get Sammy a face cam. And y'all could just party over me being canceled. Sound good? That sounds like a great stream idea. Yes. W stream. That would be the best stream. Just the Sammy solo stream. I'm telling you, Sammy. We've already talked about this. The day that we actually do a cooking stream is the day I go viral, and they're gonna want to see more of you and less of me. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. Or maybe we'd be like the stream duos where it's like we're both way funnier to a stream when we're together, you know? Maybe, but that's like an extremely lucky case, you know? But I'm confident that if the universe is saying it's one or the other, it's you for sure. It's you for sure. What am I even looking for anymore? I think I'm looking for iron. Oh my god. L-Brain chat. It doesn't even remember why I went in this direction. Was it the jungle? It couldn't have been the jungle. I agree with you. I agree with you. We're at least really funny to each other. For sure. Like we're definitely tuned into each other's like humor. I'm just curious of if it would hit for outsiders or like, you know, just anybody who isn't us. I would watch our podcast too, for real. Yes. But anyway. Dude, and we could like dual react to forensic files. Would that be crazy? Or you've seen all of them, so you know all the plot twists. Most of them. Sorry. Don't expose me like that. Sorry. Anyway, Yeah. Let's see. You can't remember all of them. I see. But you'd put the pieces together way faster than me. W dementia. W dementia. Let's not entertain that. Can we get a Sammy doesn't have dementia chain in chat? Please. It's almost like you've spoken about how that's like your worst fear ever, or Alzheimer's as well. But anyway, I have dementia too, apparently. Oh, it's that time of the night. Oh shit. Huh. Okay. Everybody knows the drill. Everybody knows the drill. Everybody meaning just but yes. Um. Oh, okay. What if I okay, I'll write it on a notebook so that I can like chat to you and then I'll write it on the board for later. What are all the things that we've said we need to do on these uh hypothetical weekends or something? Arm wrestle at least is one. Uh okay, or I was going to make a list where it's like things I can do with Sammy or something like that. Boulder Tap House. Okay. Fire. Nice. Or like things we can do on a it's all it no, it genuinely is bipolar hobbies. Like I was thinking about it cuz I was like, "Oh, we could eat cold stone, eat orange leaf, eat Culver's, eat whatever, and then go to the gym." Or bake cookies, bake whatever, bake brownies, whatever. Um, Genuinely bipolar hobbies. It's okay. Um, let's see. Um, did I spell night wrong? I probably did. Fuck. Holy bad angle. Fuck. All right. uh, but we do have to at least go eat ice cream once because you were able to do a pull up on a slightly less curved bar. I think it should just be customary that we get ice cream every time, regardless of your achievements. Because then if you haven't gotten a pull up yet, yes, truly upgrades. If you haven't gotten a pull up yet, I'll come up with something that I did better, and then we can just continue the cycle. Do we like that idea? I think we do. I do, at least. um, yes. I'll just come up with some random achievement for myself if you can't, you know. If you can't come up with something, I'll come up with something, and then we can just get ice cream no matter what. You feel? I fully maxed out the Yes Mommy machine. W. W. Next next the yeah, next time or something. Um Oh, it's nighttime chat. Fuck. Anyway, I just wrote down a couple things. We'll come up with something. But anyway, do you have any suggestions, Forensic Files wise, Sammy? Oh, yep, sushi. Yep. Because I have that we either, if we go out to eat, we either, okay, or if we want to eat, we either make something that should probably be like a well thought out thing. Maybe we go to the grocery store as well. We either make something or get sushi. One or the other, it does not matter to me. That's for sure. Aldi Run, yes. Do they have like baking ingredients at Aldi? I feel like they kind of do, but I just don't know where to look. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. I trust you. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try to go back to the trial chamber, and then I will set up Forensic Files. I don't have a shield. I need wood. I'll get wood. But, okay. But I'm glad that you your little I can't remember the way that you actually called it, but I'm glad that your puzzle event turned out well. You know, it sounded like you were slightly worried about it, so I'm glad it worked out and was a lot of fun. I know you weren't like super worried, but like, you know, just in case kind of thing. And that's perfectly normal. Ow. I see, I'm trying to like think about if I was like a puzzle kid. I feel like I could do puzzles. I Hey, there's nothing wrong with old lady maxing, genuinely. I'm halfway there with my plants as well. We just combined to make one cool ass old lady, Sammy. We really do. You've got the sourdough, I've got the plants. And you've got Also, you know, soon to be puzzles. Genuinely. But yeah, my grandma my grandma loves puzzles because my dad made her a custom puzzle. Oh, it totally is. Oh, it totally is. Yeah, yep, you're right. The paper flowers have got me, huh? Oh yeah, yep. And you crochet as well? Yes, yep. You're an old lady as well. Definitely an old lady. It's okay though. There's nothing wrong with that. We're both old ladies. Fuck. Okay. What did I just get? Trial key. W. But I was trying to think about. Oh my god. I can't even fucking see them. This goddamn shader is fucking up. I was trying to think about like if I had a puzzle phase. I really don't. We have puzzles. Hello? Okay. There's more. I didn't. I have Legos for that, you know? That's kind of how I feel about it. To satisfy my putting things together for a final product dopamine, you know? Oh no, we're cooked. Every time with this bullshit, dude. And it's nighttime. Okay. Fine. Oh. Right, so it's not nighttime. I'm just stupid. Okay. How the fuck? Okay. I said I was put on Forensic Files. That's my bad. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. Can I talk about one gripe about my hair? While I... What the hell? Okay, we're doing the first one on the recommended list. Metal Business.
We are gardeners.
We are certainly gardeners. We are gardeners. Really? I was gonna ask because I never asked you what because it was just like a part of the stream. Like, is the haircut? You know, it's like kind of hard to tell, but there's like way less in the back. Yes, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Because I always worry about it being too short. I don't know if you heard my rant from that day that I introduced the haircut, but I always worry about my head looking too long and skinny. You know, and I think when I have long hair and it kind of poofs out, it balances that out, at least for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Dude, I wonder because sometimes I just hop on these streams and I just say shit, and I just like I forget sometimes that you're gonna like watch these back and be like, wow, I didn't know he actually had this much, like he actually cared about this stuff like this, or like he actually like thought about this shit like that. You know, I like sometimes worry about how much you go like, huh? When you're watching my stream, and I just after I just said some weird ass shit, you know, because I just be saying shit, and I was just like, oh yeah, yeah, yep, for sure. But anyway, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, she did a great job. Mm, that's good. That's good. You do. Yeah. Yeah. If you could name some, I'd be really interested to know. If you can't, that's okay. But I'm more than sure that there have been times. I'm more than sure that there have been times. It's just, oh my god, it's so bad. I just know it is. I just know it is, dude. Okay, wait. I wonder how. I swear I'll get back to Minecraft. I swear I'll get back to Forensic Files. But like, I'm so curious about the Fall Guys stream. I haven't watched any of it back. I like you said it was a vibe with the music, but I just want to know like how insane I looked that entire time. I know I looked crazy as fuck. And then sometimes I just like start yelling because the music is so loud in my ears. I just start yelling so loud to try to speak over the music, and I don't know what the audio balance was. Dude, I like every time I stopped bobbing my head, it was because I looked up at my stream, saw myself bobbing my head, and said, "Oh my god, I need to stop that immediately." Every single time, every single time. Yes. Every time I talk straight into this mic, I don't know what the audio sounds like. I try to I don't know. I wanted I'm yelling. I'm yelling. Got me good. Good, good, good. I wanted like a mic that peaks, so that you can like barely tell what word I'm saying, but it's still really loud. I wish this mic did that. Because I've been told it doesn't. I've been told it doesn't. It just sounds really loud. You know? You know what I mean by that. But like, you know, because when I first got this mic, I like played um I think I like played Fortnite with Aubrey or something on the mic, and or no, it was when I started, and she was just like watching the stream at first, and I was like, wait, does it peak or is it just really loud? And she was like, it doesn't peak, and I was kind of like, fuck. But these headphones are great. They're perfect. The mic is really good. It's got a mute button, so I can just. You can't hear me. I think that's kind of cool. But there is no other than on OBS, there is no way to like increase my mic gain. So I'm just stuck at whatever volume. God damn it. Let me change the title back to girl who wanted the stream bully streamer. Fucking A. That's funny shit though. hmm But anyway. Oh no. You found that's good. That's good. Are we glasses gang right now? Wait, should I join? I like don't even. I don't- How long has it been since I've worn my glasses in person around you, Sammy? I feel like the only time you've seen me was like that one day. Gla- get glasses hand. Okay, you can't. Okay, glasses gang. Should I like? Yeah, that's what I thought. You can't find them. Wait. Hold on. Is this weird? Okay, you when you let me know when you can see, and then I want you to watch me take my contacts out, and you need to tell me if this is really weird or not. You just let me know. I'll be patient. You have them now. Okay. I'm gonna take my contacts out, and then I'll go put my glasses on. But you need to tell me if this is weird as fuck. Wait, this works. Okay, I just one hand. I can just one hand it. Okay. We just use those two to do that number, and then we just use the other two. Is that crazy? Is that new tech? I can't read your chats. What? That's new tech. Don't yell at me. I'm uncomfortably close to the camera. I'm just awaiting you telling me that how unsafe that was, or how weird that looked, or something. You don't like the claw? What kind of form? Dude, I don't know what to tell you. Chad, is that disgusting? That can't be that bad. That can't be that bad, right? Bo- both at once. Wait, like how? Like, do you use just two fingers and you just like that, or no? Also, glasses gang. Two hands, two eyes. You're just you're just going in there, huh? Just two fingers. Mine out both at once. Like, I'm capable of that. I just think it's more funny to do it the weird claw way. It's entertaining even for me. Just with two fingers, just like that. I mean, that's real. Respect, honestly. I see. Okay. Oh well, chat. Glasses gang. Glasses gang. W glasses in the chat. Do I need to? Yeah. I can only imagine how W glasses. Like I know you were like just sitting there watching your stream, and then you saw me go like this, and then you went, "Excuse me." Oh my god. Can we get to the point of the episode? Okay. Yep. Yep, for sure we can. For sure we can.
Just after opening a vintage car.
Oh, hold on. This one's called Dressed to Kill, and I think it's about an old woman who kills somebody. Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
He's still working on me to make me what I ought to be.
An unemployed gardener with a history of mental illness was a vital witness in the case of a missing 6-year-old.
Oh, nope. We don't do that. This one's called Naked Justice. Excuse me? Yep. My bad. They had me with the title and then didn't. Let's see what this one starts out as.
This is the story of a classic love triangle. Husband, wife, and lover.
Oh, nah. Let's talk about Sammy's high school. Kidding, of course. Except it's actually, what, 2 men and a woman?
Of these 3
Am I airing some people out?
died
Yes.
in what was described as an accident.
Oh my god, we have to watch this. We have to watch this one.
Forensic computer analysis uncovered photographs and emails so revealing they even embarrassed a local judge.
It's too dark. How do I turn the shaders off? Buy us a coffee. Fuck you. Sorry. Can I turn it off?
Detroit, Michigan, nicknamed the Motor City for its history as one of the world's largest automotive manufacturing hubs. Just west of Detroit is Michigan State University with almost 40,000 students. In 1990, Michael Mick Fletcher was an undergraduate student there with hopes of one day becoming a lawyer. At a campus social event, Mick Fletcher met Leanne Meisner, who wasn't a student but worked as a telemarketer nearby. For both, it was love at first sight, and they were inseparable. 3 years later, in September of 1993, Mick and Leanne married.
WK.
It was great. He was going to be a lawyer, so he'd make a lot of money, be able to buy her a nice house, and she wanted to stay home and have a lot of babies.
That's all she wanted in life. That's all since she was a little girl.
Who is
all
this
she wanted to
guy?
do.
Okay, sorry.
That's all she wanted
Leanne's father.
in life. That's all since she was a little girl. All she wanted to do was to get married and have children.
Yep.
The newlyweds settled in Hazel Park, a working-class suburb just north of Detroit. They bought this house on Hazelwood Avenue, and Mick started law school. Leanne worked to support them, and not long afterwards, the couple had a daughter, Hannah.
Hannah.
That was her joy.
Right?
She was just crazy about Hannah.
Ha! Oh my god, I'm cooked.
The Fletcher household appeared to be a happy one.
I mean, she just got a thrill out of everything that Hannah did. Oh my gosh, she was so cute too. All her cute little outfits. It was like her little doll.
By 1999, Mick was an up-and-coming criminal defense attorney, working hard to build his practice.
Mick, right?
On August 12, 1999, the couple had more good news. Leanne learned she was pregnant with their second child.
Again?
Mick was delighted with the news and sent her a note.
Leanne, I might not always tell you, but you mean the world to me. I love you so much, sweetheart. And girl or boy, so long as they are part of you, our children will all be beautiful. I love you.
Why can't he say this in person?
That Sunday night, the couple celebrated their good fortune with Leanne's parents. Mick asked his in-laws if they would watch their granddaughter Hannah the next day.
And he said, I wonder if you'd babysit for about 1 hour. And I said, for 1 hour? And he said, yeah. He said, we want to go to the firing range.
We want to go to the
Mick
what?
believed in
Sorry, I
having-
was getting
Yeah, he said, we want to go to the firing range.
firing range.
Mick believed in having a gun in the house for
Excuse me?
protection, and he wanted Leanne to learn how to use it.
Teaching your own wife how to use a gun, and I bet she kills it.
After visiting the firing range, Mick and Leanne decided to return home and to spend some quiet time together before picking up their daughter.
Wow.
Just a few minutes after they arrived home, Mick made a frantic call to police.
Mick did. Excuse me? Huh?
Hazel Park police found
Oh, man.
Hazel Park police
Oh,
found
hell.
Leanne dead on
Take
the
back
bedroom
everything
floor,
I've ever said,
naked
Chad.
from the waist down. A bullet hole through her right ear. Mick told
Okay.
police he and Leanne were sitting on the bed together, reloading the .45 caliber Smith & Wesson they just used at the firing range.
He had trouble loading the second clip, so he gave it to Leanne to help him. He put the gun down in the gun box at the foot of the bed, got up, went to the bathroom to wash his hands, and that's when he heard the gun go off
Yeah, we all are not believing this story.
and saw his wife laying on the floor.
The last thing I ever wanted in my life was to bury one of my kids. And then to have to bury one so young. So young, so beautiful. Not fair.
At first glance, it appeared to be an accident. But police decided to take a second look.
At whose first
And then
glance was this
a
an
third.
accident?
As part of the investigation into Leanne
Okay.
Fletcher's death, police first needed to eliminate the possibility of suicide. Perhaps Leanne's pregnancy had caused some depression.
Oh my god, I forgot she was pregnant. Oh my god, that's so sad.
She was so excited. There's no way on earth that Leanne would ever consider suicide, let alone go through with it. Not in a million years.
Mick Fletcher told police his wife accidentally shot herself in their bedroom shortly after a trip to the firing range as she tried to reload their pistol. Leanne's mother suspected that an accidental shooting in the head was a little too convenient.
Just
This
a little
was a
bit.
terrible accident.
Just a little
She would
bit.
have been shot in her hand, her arm, her foot,
Yeah.
in the wall. I said it wouldn't be in her
Through the
head.
right ear.
In the couple's bedroom, police noticed bloodstains on the carpet under Leanne's body, as well as
Chat. Me when I'm reloading my gun, okay? This kind of gun. Let me change tabs. And hopefully change back. W. Sammy. I'm gonna get demonetized for that. Me when I reload my gun like that. Okay? If it's like my first time shooting a gun or some shit. Sammy's gonna tell me to go back in the fucking corner. Okay. I literally have never held a gun in my life. That's kind of not true. You got your mag or whatever. You're pointed away from you. Boom. How does it get all the way up here? Guys. Come on. Okay. I'm going back to the corner, Sammy. Don't fucking say some shit. Or she's gonna come back and say, what happened? I wasn't here. Anyway.
was under the gun and clip. and there was blood spatter on the computer stand by the bed. There was more blood spatter on the edge of the bedspread. The medical examiner, Dr. Lubisa Dragovic, performed Leanne's autopsy. There was no gunpowder residue in the bullet wound. But there were some tiny dots of gunpowder called stippling embedded in the skin around the wound.
What on earth
Gunpowder
does that
stippling
mean?
is a phenomenon that occurs
Oh, no shot.
when partly burnt or unburnt gunpowder particles land on the surface of the skin.
Oh my god.
The density
I thought she
of
wasn't
this
here, but it's
stippling
just
pattern indicated that the muzzle...
wait. Oh, no, that's a great screenshot. I'm saving that. Oh my god, it's literally me. It's literally me. Oh my god. So he's gonna start sending that to other people, and it's when it's like a kill myself statement, and they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck is that?" Oh shit! Wait, I got it. I can't have a woman shooting herself in GTA on my stream. Anyway.
Firearm was 12 to 18 inches away from Leanne's head when the
12 to 18? Excuse me? Pew! Okay, alright. I'm done.
And the trajectory of the bullet
oh my god.
was almost horizontal.
That's impossible. Oh my god, I'm
Unusual
getting...
path for a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
In order to accomplish that, your arm has to be about 4 foot long. This lady had only 23 inches or 23 and a half inches long right arm.
When police searched the couple's home, they found a brown folder in Mick's office containing numerous romantic greeting cards.
Oh no.
Inside were pictures of Susan Chernowski, a local district court judge.
Of course. He was
Investigators
fucking the
also
judge.
discovered that Mick had earned $17,000 in legal fees from cases assigned by and presided over by Judge Susan Chernowski.
Oh my god.
If the two were romantically involved, this was a gross violation of legal ethics.
It sure is.
Investigators seized the Fletcher's home computer and Susan Chernowski's office computer for examination by a forensic computer expert.
For years and years, we've always been willing to look in a file cabinet for some type of an incriminating document. But people aren't using file cabinets anymore, they're using computers.
Sergeant Duke copied the hard drives from the confiscated computers onto a forensic examination computer, which is equipped with special software that can access password-protected files and reconstruct documents which have been deleted.
So how
Sergeant
do I
Duke
get that
found
program?
nude photographs of Judge Chernowski
Oh my
and
god.
hundreds of emails between her and Mick.
They read as love letters.
Jesus.
They appeared to be intimate, they appeared to be lovers, they talked about being together, they talked about wanting to be together in the future.
That's crazy.
Mick had been corresponding with the judge for 17 months.
17 months?
Police also learned that before she died, Leanne had suspected her husband was having an affair,
Oh my
and
god.
the couple separated.
Really?
3 months later,
think
they
they've been
reconciled
separated.
and moved back in together.
Oh.
Police no longer believed that Leanne's death was an accident, and were beginning to suspect that Mick Fletcher and the judge might be involved.
Like a beginning? Y'all are stupid.
When
If y'all
investigators discovered that
truly
attorney
thought it was
Mick
a
Fletcher
suicide
was
this whole
having an
time.
affair with a sitting judge at the time of his wife's death, both were considered suspects.
He had his, should I call her, his whore?
Oh!
Because that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's what she is.
Oh my god. Jack, brother, that's some strong language. Hold on, let's watch that again. I don't care about the copyright.
Both were considered suspects.
He had his, should I call her, his whore?
W. Jack! Comments are turned off on this one. Why? Fuck off. Okay.
Involved. Fletcher and the judge death was having respect.
Because that's as far as I had his, should I call her, his whore?
Dude, W. Jack. W. Jack in the chat. Holy shit, love this
I'm
guy.
concerned that's what she is.
As far as I'm concerned, that's what she is.
Judge Susan Chernowski denied
Bro
she
gives
had
no
anything
fucks.
to do with Leanne's death, but she was able to provide some useful information.
So I asked the judge when was the last time they had sexual relations, and she stated the night before the homicide.
Damn.
This meant that after having dinner with Leanne's parents, Mick dropped his wife and daughter off at home and made some excuse so that he could secretly meet with his lover.
That's actually insane.
She believed there was no sexual relationship between himself and Leanne.
Huh?
She told us that if there was a sexual relationship between Michael and Leanne, that their relationship would be over.
And all of a sudden, at the time of her death, she was 4 weeks pregnant.
That's crazy.
That we believe that was indeed the motive for her death.
Mick insisted that Leanne's death was an accident.
Uh-huh.
He claimed Leanne was reloading their gun and that he heard the gunshot when he was in the bathroom.
Right.
But the evidence told a different story. The gun and extra clip were found on the floor and not in Leanne's hand.
Oh my God.
In a lot of cases where people shoot themselves, the gun is still in their hand because of anatomy that I can't explain. The body grabs the gun.
There was also blood on Leanne's palm.
Anatomy that I can't explain.
If the gun had been in her hand when the shot was fired, the gun would have prevented the blood from striking the palm of her hand. And there was blood on the carpet underneath the gun and extra clip.
Well, it should have been on top of those items, but there's blood underneath the items. If she had shot herself, the blood would have fallen on top of the gun and on top of the clip.
And by the dresser, there was a shell casing standing on end.
And everything looked like it was placed.
We swabbed Leanne's hands and sent it to a lab to determine whether or not there was any type of gunpowder residue that may have been left. That came back negative.
Interesting.
Forensic serologist and blood spatter expert Dave Woodford examined the shirt Mick Fletcher wore the day of the shooting. A phenolphthalein chemical test found blood on the right cuff.
Of course it did.
Using a stereo microscope, Woodford saw high-velocity impact blood spatter on the right cuff. A fine mist of tiny blood particles had been driven deep into the fibers.
To me, it was critical because it pretty much took his story and didn't give it any credibility at all. There's no way that he could have been in the bathroom at the time of the
Bro,
shooting.
this shit makes no sense.
High-velocity impact blood spatter is created when a gunshot wound hits an area with blood and a fine mist of blood blows back toward the gun.
He had to be in close proximity to Leanne when she was shot.
My goodness.
Had Leanne shot herself, investigators say, there would have been high-velocity impact blood spatter on her hand.
Right.
And there was none.
It doesn't make any difference if there are additional
Dude, that's
drops
so
of blood
crazy.
that occur later or contaminate on top of it with some smudging
God.
occurs. There will still be areas that allow for this pattern to be recognized, and that was not there.
Like holy evil.
To
I'm
find
just like
where
thinking
Leanne
about like
was when she was shot, investigators analyzed the angle of the blood
What the
spatter on the
hell?
computer stand next to Leanne's body. The size and shape of the blood spatter told investigators that the blood hit the computer stand at a 10 to 20 degree angle. Strings, which were connected to each drop of blood spatter, revealed the exact location of Leanne's head when the shot was fired.
Say, for instance, the angle you got was 52 degrees, so then you take the string from the blood droplet and you measure up 52 degrees and you bring that
Wait,
out.
I kind of love... I never watched Dexter, but I do kind of love blood spatter analysts. It's so cool when they like do their little like red string thing. Like, okay, this might actually be... Maybe this is a show thing. Okay, it's a lot of Dexter, so maybe this isn't what they actually do. But like this kind of thing, at least, is really interesting to me. Sammy, what's wrong? What do you mean? You want to look? Why can't you do it? You know? You know enough physics to do this shit, surely. That's true. I mean, there is always the phrase, it's never too late, you know? Wait, what is this? I'm going to get banned. I'm going to get banned for showing these images. I gotta go away. That's my bad. But, like, I mean, I don't know. Look, I don't want to be that, like, you know, broken record or whatever that says this kind of thing and doesn't even remotely consider, like, what saying that means. But it's like, you know, follow your dreams. Am I right? Like, I don't know. I'm not like telling you to drop out of school or anything like that, but or like, you know, take a different major or whatever, but I'm like, oh my god. Hold on. The fucking... Yeah. But I'm just like saying, you know, it's like it's... I know it's stupid to say, but like, if that's, you know, I think what you're doing is really cool, and if you enjoy it, then that's amazing. But, you know, if you feel like you'd get more personal fulfillment, I don't want to, sorry. I don't want to influence you into doing anything that you don't actually want to do. But, like, you know, you get what I'm saying. But, like... Yeah. Oh, hello. Okay. But we don't have to talk about this here. We can save it for a different time. You do need to go to sleep. Shit. I spent this whole... It's because I started late. I spent this whole stream getting shit for this trial chamber. Fuck. And ranting about my dating life and dating in general. Classic topic for my stream, honestly. I mean, when are we not going to talk about it? Anyway. Okay, we're out. I don't fucking care. No, stop it. Don't apologize. We all need sleep. I do probably as well. You know, okay. I'm not telling you to do this, because that's, I don't want to not allow you to sleep, but it's like, maybe I should try to keep true to my word this time. I genuinely, when you texted me this morning about then why is there a whole another hour of footage, huh? I was genuinely like, fuck, she found me out. I thought she wouldn't remember that I said that. But I do need to find a way to stick to my word this time. And then yep. That's true. That's very true. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. The episode got good, and then I just kept talking about what I want to do with the BBG. Dude, is it crazy to say, I don't know, this, I always phrase that by following it up with something bad, but one of my most creative outlets is Minecraft, and I literally sometimes am I feel like I'm incapable of creativity sometimes. Get me into a game where I can just place blocks and shit, and then I'll be like fucking Picasso. But put me in a real life scenario, and I'm genuinely an idiot. I don't know. Bro makes paper flowers at will. All right. Does that look like ass? I think it looks okay. Don't use my own hobbies against me. God damn it. Shit. Anyway. But you've got to get to bed, so I will let you get to bed. I'm gonna continue this episode. You can watch it, the rest of it, tomorrow, of course, or whenever you get around to watching it. I think it'll be... We already know that Mick did it, but there's going to be some major fuck-ups, and hopefully it's entertaining enough. But we'll probably do one more episode after that, and then I'll probably call it a night. Probably one more episode is what I'm going to say. No promises. Yes, good night. Talk to you later. What do you cover in your eyes like that? Oh, funny shit. All right. Shall we got to do more of the greats? Oh, that's not what I meant. Okay. Okay. As soon as my viewer count goes down, I'll start talking about like she isn't here, but she totally is. Maybe still here. I don't know. But anyway, we'll put the Forensic Files episode back on in 5 seconds. I just want to finish this wall quick. I'll just start yapping. Who the fuck cares? I always feel bad when it gets around to this time, and I just keep talking. and then she just doesn't go to sleep. It's because I'm just yapping my shit. It's okay. But anyway. W. Okay, and then we need to do another one like right here. So unfortunately, all of this needs to move. Yeah. Sorry. That's gonna be such a pain. Oh my god. Where do I even move it to? Out here? I guess I don't need 12 furnaces. 1 is plenty. Or maybe 2. How about 12? Okay. Potions, don't need that shit. Yep. Okay. Okay. How many times am I going to say okay? Okay. Me when I have no idea what I'm doing, and I need that chest. There we go. Okay. Putting this out front of the BBG is not the best idea because I'm just going to have to move it later. W doing it anyway, though. Fuck's sake. Who cares? Who cares, am I right? Oh, wait. Wait. If I leave this and my viewer count goes to 1, was that because 2 of my viewers were me? Shit. That's embarrassing. It's fine. But I will say, chat, I am glad that she always speaks up about at that time because, you know, in case you haven't been able to tell right now, my sleep schedule is up in the fucking air all the time. It doesn't even fucking matter. Like, if I'm committed to some bullshit on this game, I will keep playing. Okay. Okay. Let's just go collect these items and then do it all over again. Okay, so also... How many times am I going to say it? Please, please. Just fucking figure it out. Oh yeah, okay. I wanted to do like flower pots, like you saw the pots. Like, oh my god. What is it called? Oh my lord, oh my lordy lord. Yes. Decorated pot. I just need 4 bricks. I want to do those like all over, at least in this area. Holy fucking beautiful. Every time. Every time, chat. Holy shit. I got the chest that time. And everything. Whoa. Yes, I will get back to the Forensic Files episode, and yes, the second viewer was me. For sure. Unless the lurker thought that it would be funny to leave. And right at the time that I said that. There's gonna be a stream sometime where Sammy is just gonna be watching, and I'm just gonna be spamming like reaction images that she can just like steal and put it in her phone, because why the hell not? You know? It's gonna be a sad day for me. She's just gonna send them all to me in bulk, and then I'm gonna be like, wow, okay. I am an idiot, for real. I suppose I should probably go to bed. W. Okay. Next chest soon. Next chest soon. I also wish that I could play like Spotify music on Twitch. Like, oh, you know what I could put on the fucking background that I don't really care about for copyright?
With each blood droplet.
Holy shit.
Where the strings intersect is the spot where the blood originated. Woodford concluded that Leanne was on the floor when she was shot.
She was not sitting on the bed while she was shot. That she was on her hands and her knees while she was shot.
No way.
Investigators also discovered fresh sperm in the vaginal swab from Leanne's autopsy.
Oh, no.
An indication that the couple had sexual relations shortly before the shooting.
No
It's my
fucking
opinion
way.
that sexual relationships occurred pretty close to the time of her death.
That's so fucked up.
Police repeatedly test-fired the gun in order to recreate the same stippling patterns found on Leanne's head.
That's disgusting.
They fired at close range and gradually moved back at 6-inch intervals. The tests confirmed Dr. Dragovic's earlier observation. The gun was 12 to 18 inches away from Leanne's head when the shot was fired, too far away for Leanne to have held the gun herself.
Which in essence takes out the possibility of this
suicide,
this wound being self-inflicted.
Yeah, not possible.
Leanne's family never believed Mick's story that the shooting was accidental.
Yeah, as you should.
Judge Chernowski said she was out of town on the day of Leanne's death, which checked out. And investigators did not believe she knew about Mick's plans. Police arrested Mick Fletcher and charged him with the premeditated murder of his wife.
Dude, holy shit.
Prosecutors believe that the murder of Leanne Fletcher was premeditated and that her husband Mick killed her in order to protect his romantic relationship with Judge Susan Chernowski.
That's so fucked up.
Judge Chernowski testified that Mick had lied to her about his relationship with Leanne. Mick told her he no longer was having sexual relations with his wife. And so Susan Chernowski believed that the two had a future together.
Forensic Files has a way with words, chat.
But when Leanne became pregnant, Mick realized that the judge would discover he had been lying.
Oh.
I really do think if she wouldn't have gotten pregnant, she'd still be alive.
That's what it is.
I think that panicked him when she got pregnant, you know.
Prosecutors believe the couple's trip to the firing range was probably a setup, a way to explain why the pistol was out of its case in the bedroom.
They had to pick up their daughter, but before they picked up their daughter, they wanted to come home and have what he quoted as a quickie.
When they returned from the
no
firing
fucking
range,
shot, they
and
double
Leanne
up
went into
the word
bathroom,
quickie
Mick
and
placed
that
the
sound
gun
effect.
near
Are you
the gun
fucking
case
serious?
at the foot of their bed.
Holy shit, chat.
The medical evidence shows that the couple had sex on the floor.
Uh-huh.
We have to take a bigger pan of that.
Oh. Oh no.
As Leanne was getting up, Mick grabbed the gun and pulled the trigger.
That's...
The mistakes Mick made were numerous.
Numerous.
Blowback blood spatter landed on the cuff of Mick's shirt. And he placed the weapon and clip on top of a blood stain next to Leanne's bloody hand, which clearly showed she hadn't been holding the gun.
Yikes. What a
Mick
fucking
then
idiot.
went into the bathroom and rinsed off Leanne's blood. Blood that was later found in the sink trap. Then he called police.
You have the evidence of the night before where he is professing his love to another woman, not his wife. You had the blood in the trap of the sink, which would indicate that he washed his hands prior to making a 911 call. You have the high-velocity blood mist on the cuff of his shirt.
Chad, I think
you
it's
have
jungle
the stippling
time.
patterns that are on the right side of Leanne's face. So it's a combination of all this evidence that just pointed towards him as the person that committed this crime.
Mick didn't want to be with Leanne anymore, but the
Wait.
thought of her being with somebody else. Didn't want to be with Leanne anymore, but the thought of her being with somebody else, he just couldn't handle it.
Guilty of the lesser offense of second-degree murder.
But the jury did not believe Mick Fletcher planned Leanne's murder, so he was convicted of second-degree murder.
How's that?
We were grateful that it was second degree, but it should have been first degree. It should have, I mean, it was clearly premeditated, and anybody that knew him knew that.
Yeah.
The trial judge sentenced Fletcher to the maximum penalty allowed, life in prison. In this exclusive phone interview from prison, Mick Fletcher tells the producers of this program that he is not a murderer.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
I didn't kill my wife. Am I an innocent man? I had an affair. I did something that I shouldn't have done. I did something that was immoral. All I can tell you is that I didn't kill my wife.
Unfortunately for him, all the evidence points the other direction and points to the fact that indeed he
Unfortunately
did commit
for him,
this
he's
murder,
a
he did commit
fucking
this crime.
idiot, dude.
It's hard when you have two people in the house and only one left to tell the story.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
so you have to have the forensic evidence, and that basically will tell the story for
Or
you.
is dead ass an idiot.
And
Sorry.
I'm so glad.
I'm not apologizing for
You have
that.
to look at the scene and what does the scene tell you forensically, and that's exactly what happened in this case. That the story by the defendant that, oh my God, my wife accidentally shot herself,
from
was
fucking
seen
20
through.
feet
I
away.
hope they find him in the same humiliating way that he left my daughter, half naked, in the prison somewhere, dead.
And I hope he rots in hell.
Dude. W. Leanne's father. That guy was the best. 6 criminals versus 1 undercover cop. That's going in the watch later. Chat, we're going to do a day where we just do reacts. I've seen other streamers do that. We're going to do it like a stream where I just react to like Jubilee videos or some shit. The thing about the Forensic Files episodes, though, is that most of the music is copyrighted. So that's normally the reason why I can't show you things. I did one where I watched like the better half of one, and it got copyrighted every time it showed a woman's face, which was crazy. Okay. The one I clicked on, the first comment was about the R word, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip that. Brutally murdered.
In 1990, the killer of a 22-year-old girl left an almost indistinguishable...
Okay, no, let's not do that.
People have a right to know the truth. Disclosure Day.
OMG, y'all.
Chat.
Mom.
She's been scrolling.
Up next.
This one's called Smoking Out a Killer. Okay, nope. I can't do shit in this house. gene pool, perhaps.
Up next, a college co-ed is left for dead in a lover's lane.
The blood's consistent with her being struck up to 10 times.
There were plenty of suspects,
This will be fun.
but very few answers.
These samples
about
could have
genes.
originated from 20% of the population.
Was it a random murder or jealousy?
If he couldn't have her, nobody else could.
For decades, the case went unsolved until now.
Until
He's a
now.
cold-blooded killer.
They wanted to solve this.
Holy spoilers, chat. We already know it's the guy. That eliminates every single
At the
woman
end
suspect.
of a long day in May
I
of
have no clue.
1984, a farmer in Tennessee made a startling discovery.
He noticed some clothing lying in the field. There was actually a body lying there.
The victim was a young girl wearing only a bra. Her body was covered with 2 pairs of jeans and
damn
a
it.
dark jacket.
Dude, we're just gonna brave
One
through
pair
it.
of jeans was hers. The other was a pair of men's jeans.
What?
Also, there was a black jacket across her body with the sleeve tied around her neck.
What?
And a pair of panties that she was clutching in her right hand.
Okay.
She was identified as 18-year-old Laura Salmon, a local college student.
Her life was stolen. Her life was stolen. And in such a horrible way.
The autopsy revealed Laura Salmon died of blunt force trauma to the head.
That's crazy.
The murder weapon appeared to be the rocks found near her body.
The blood on those rocks and other material was consistent with her being struck up to 10 times in the head with those rocks.
The medical examiner found evidence that Laura had consensual sex sometime before the murder, most likely unrelated to the crime.
We knew
How's
that Miss
that?
Salmon had been involved in an intimate relationship with someone within the 24 or 48 hours prior to her death.
Uh-huh.
There were no injuries that would be consistent with forcible rape.
On the men's jeans found with Laura's body, scientists found semen from a different individual, presumably the killer.
Presumably.
Earlier that
Yeah.
day, Laura worked at her cashier's job at the Kroger grocery store. Records show she left the store around 1 p.m.
Kroger
She was
mentioned.
supposed to be at an
Okay.
appointment at Middle Tennessee State University, but she never arrived.
She was supposed to go to MTSU campus to check on her grades and meet some of the office personnel over there. After that, she was supposed to go to her grandmother's house to go swimming.
Investigators found Laura's car near the store, miles away from the murder site.
Chat, if this keeps...
Investigators
I don't
found no fingerprints in the car, but they did find a foreign hair. They also found dirt in the wheel wells.
The FBI lab determined that they were consistent and that there was high probability that that vehicle had been on that road by the crime scene.
Everett.
Dan Goodwin was Laura's friend and had been out with her a few nights before.
Chat, you
the
ever had a
murder.
friend who buys a
I just asked her if
motorcycle,
she'd
but
like
they
to
just
see a
don't
movie,
look
and
like
we
a
wound up
motorcycle
going
person?
to the movies on Sunday, May 27th of 1984. We went and saw a matinee show of
That's what's going
Natural
on in
with
my
Robert
life right
Redford.
now.
At the funeral, Dan Goodwin promised Laura's mother that he'd help find the killer.
Oh,
And she
brother.
just grabbed me and hugged me and said, "Please help me find who killed my baby."
What they really needed was to find the owner of the men's jeans.
Yeah.
Laura Salmon's body was found in an area which often served as a lover's lane for high school and college students.
Uh-huh.
People went back there to party, have bonfires, make out, that sort of thing back there.
Witnesses placed Laura at a local nightclub on the night before her murder, where she was dancing with an unidentified young man, but investigators couldn't locate him. The first suspect police interviewed was Laura's high school boyfriend, Kyle Gilley. He had a reputation as the jealous type, but claimed he had an alibi.
W Doja Cat song,
Kyle
chat.
Gilley's
Jealous
alibi
type. Come
had
on.
been that his stepfather
It's on the album
was a witness
V.
to the fact that he was home
W album
the day of
too.
the murder.
Next, a woman in Nashville, Tennessee, 40 miles away, called police with a
VIE,
possible
chat.
lead.
Look it up.
She claimed she'd been date raped by a man named John Taylor, and during the ordeal, Taylor mentioned Laura's murder.
The alleged victim said that her attacker had threatened her by saying he would do the same thing to her as he had to Laura, or words to that effect.
When questioned by police, Taylor denied the sexual assault and denied mentioning Laura Salmon's name. However, a background check revealed Taylor attended the same university Laura did.
Okay.
He was a member of the same health club. He attended the same fraternity gatherings, functions as Laura.
Functions.
And Taylor was near the university on the day of Laura's murder.
Taylor had somewhat of a history with being violent towards his girlfriends or female
Oh, Taylor's a guy. Taylor's a guy,
That too
chat.
added to his
Yo,
possibility
L.
as a
Taylor's.
suspect.
All Taylors.
FBI
Genuinely.
analysts compared Taylor's hair
Kinda.
to a foreign hair they found inside
I
Laura's
work
car.
with a Taylor. She's
We've
chill.
received a report
She
back
works
from
with the
the
social
FBI
media, and I kind
that
of
the
fucking don't like
hair
her because she
recovered
keeps
from
taking
her vehicle was
pictures
consistent with John Taylor.
of me.
At
Not
the time,
of me, but like
mitochondrial DNA testing of human hair was still years away.
It's whatever.
So it was impossible to know for certain
I know I'm
if
obligated
this was
to
Taylor's hair.
be okay with
We
that.
could never
but
get that one key piece of evidence
I just don't like it.
that could place him with Laura Salmon on the day of the murder.
And the men's jeans found at the murder scene had a waist size of 30 inches and a 36-inch inseam, too big for Taylor.
While it was possible Taylor could have worn them as far as the waist size goes at the time, he was a much too short of a person to have worn those on a daily basis.
Oh, brother.
Ultimately, investigators concluded a single hair was not enough to charge him
Bro's
with
too
murder.
short to be the
Through
murderer.
all of that evidence pointed to him, there was still no smoking gun and nothing to actually tie them together.
Uh-huh.
And there were other suspects too. In all, police investigated over 100 other suspects.
What?
With no success.
Sure, it was very frustrating because you hate to see a horrendous crime like this go unpunished,
Yeah.
unsolved.
I made a promise to her at her grave that I would see that justice was done. I didn't really know how I
W
would carry
Aura
out that
or
promise,
something.
but that's the last thing I could do for her.
But Lorene Mackey's promise went unfulfilled, and 16 long years passed. In the meantime,
That's
Dan
kinda rude to
Goodwin
say.
began a
Don't say
career
that,
that would
Chad.
eventually lead to law enforcement.
After graduation, I became a newspaper reporter, first at the Shelbyville paper, and then I moved quickly to the Daily News Journal in Murfreesboro, where
Who
I
is
became
this
the
guy?
police reporter in short order.
Oh,
I
okay.
wrote a series on unsolved murders in 1987 that included Laura's case. But all
Wow.
along, I knew that I was more interested in police work.
Several years later, Dan left journalism and became a police officer. The first cold case he was assigned was Laura Salmon's murder.
I didn't become a law enforcement officer to work on this case, but it was always on my mind. So
Yeah,
I was
brother.
quite happy that I got to assist Bill Sharp on this case.
W.
One of the first things Dan Goodwin and Bill Sharp did was to send all of the evidence to the forensic lab for testing.
Obviously, through the advancement in science, through DNA and testing, that maybe we could find the donor of
This is
the
their jungle leaves.
biological material and match that with our killer.
Okay.
While DNA testing was underway, Sharp and Goodwin pursued a new lead, which supposedly came from a local high school student.
Oh my god. Okay.
Now, almost 6
I've talked about this already. My boss at work says supposedly. Supposedly. With a B. And, I don't watch Rick and Morty, but I saw this clip on social media when it first, like, came out. Another girl, unfortunately, this is proof that she's not as cool as you. The Samantha that I work with let's call her Samantha. I'm pretending like that isn't her actual name. Said, take it for granted. Like the Rock. You know? Like, take it for granted. It's funny. It was a weird bit in a Rick and Morty cutaway or some shit. Where it was like, did you think we were talking about rocks the whole time? Anyway, it's dumb. But this is the kind of thing that you get when you work a job like this, so it's all very expected. However, I did not expect to like actually be able to talk about video games with another person that worked there before. And then he decided to go do an internship other than this one, and he won't be back until fall, where I won't be working anymore. So that's a W. Except it isn't. Strangely enough, we talked about like Pokemon for a little bit, and all of his takes were opposite of mine. Like, let's say you pick, you know how Pokemon has like their one or two games. He always picked the opposite one that I did, which was really interesting. Alright, I think that's gonna have to do. We have plenty of vines. We just need more logs, I think. Let's try to just get a stack of logs, and then we can call it. Okay.
15 years after Laura's murder.
Chat, we're calling it
2000,
at 11.
A student at Oakland High School
We're cutting it off at
was
11.
overheard talking about the Laura Salmon case, saying that his father had killed a girl and thrown her body in the quarry.
The student's father, David Patterson, had a police record for aggravated assault, but by the time the rumor circulated, Patterson was dead.
Oh, how's
he
that?
himself was shot to death. We decided, of course, that we had to investigate that lead.
They asked Patterson's children to voluntarily submit
He was
DNA
shot
samples
to death?
for testing.
Testing on David Patterson's DNA,
Just
with that of
casually?
his family, which produced a presumptive profile, showed no possibility of him being any of the male DNA profiles that was present at the scene of her murder.
Investigators also contacted John Taylor, who'd been an earlier suspect in Laura's murder. His DNA also did not match. And Dan Goodwin himself provided a DNA sample. He'd gone out with Laura just a few days before the murder. Goodwin maintained it was a casual date and said the two weren't intimate.
Since I took her out to the movies just 4 days before and knew her, they decided it would be advisable to test my DNA. And it was tested, and I was not present at the crime scene.
But at least
that's
investigators had the killer's DNA and were closer to finding him. A lot closer than they knew.
Uh-oh.
Bill Sharp and Dan Goodwin
Chat, who have they
pored over
mentioned
the
that we
original case
haven't
file
heard
of Laura
interviews from
Salmon's
yet?
murder and found one name that caught their eye. Kyle Gilley.
Kyle Gilley
was Laura's high school boyfriend, a year younger than her.
Gilley was originally a suspect, but was eliminated since he had an alibi, one corroborated by a family member. But they found a curious note in the case file. There had been a witness who contradicted Gilley's alibi.
She identified Kyle Gilley driving Laura Salmon's car approximately a half mile from the road that led to the quarry, which led to where Laura's body was recovered. She was able to identify Kyle through a photo lineup, as well as Laura's car through a photo lineup.
This lady saw him, looked at him closely as she drove by him, and said he was just staring straight ahead. Just a blank expression on his face.
And they also discovered that Gilley had a propensity for physical violence with girlfriends, particularly Laura Salmon.
He would get mad at her, grab her by the head, and start banging her head into cars,
What?
school lockers, whatever was at hand. He would punch her. On one occasion, he broke out both of her front teeth.
What?
We knew through the investigation that he and Laura had a rocky relationship, a stormy relationship, as you will.
Bitch.
Another incriminating
That's a
piece
fucking
of circumstantial
landslide.
evidence was the pair
Rocky?
of men's jeans found at the crime scene. Kyle was approximately 6 feet 2 inches tall.
Oh, hell.
And the jeans would have fit him.
He's giving 6'2"
The
people a
TBI
bad name,
lab
chat.
did examine
Fuck.
the Rustler blue jeans.
Is that a Mesa
in
over there? Oh
1984,
shit. We might have to
and
go
they
over
were
there
able to
and just
determine there
steal
was
the
some
trees.
blood on there. However, as to the type of stains that were present and to the possible cause, they did not make any determination at that time.
Under a magnifying glass, crime scene reconstructionist Jerry Findlay found tiny drops of blood embedded in the fabric, about 1/32 of an inch in diameter. It was medium velocity impact spatter, the kind usually produced when someone is hit with a blunt object.
Right.
Medium velocity is an instrument being wielded by a human. For example, a baseball bat or a rock or something like that. It's not going to generate that much force.
The blood stains were clustered above the knee, indicating the assailant was kneeling as he attacked.
He didn't get any impact stains below the knee, but he had plenty above the knee, between the knee and the waist. So basically what we found was that whoever was wearing those jeans was in close proximity to the point of impact at the time of impact.
And DNA testing confirmed
Freaking
the blood
acacia, chat.
on the jeans was Laura's. Police tracked Gilly down in Florida, where he was twice divorced and working for the Manatee County Public Works Department.
Holy.
He also had a police record with arrests for aggravated sexual battery,
Of course.
attempted burglary, and resisting arrest.
Dude.
When questioned by police in Florida, Gilly once again denied any involvement in Laura's murder.
During that interview, Kyle admitted that the jeans were probably his. When we
What?
asked him about blood spatter and the fact that we had an expert that could testify that the killer wore these jeans, Kyle Gilly requested an attorney, and the interrogation stopped.
Yeah, brother.
With a court order, investigators obtained Gilly's saliva sample and sent it to the lab. Did Gilly's DNA match the semen sample on the jeans?
Maybe,
We
probably.
got the results of that testing back on May 31st, 2000, the 16th anniversary of Laura Salmon's murder. That testing showed that Kyle Gilly was the donor of the DNA
Yep.
that was on the men's Rustler jeans that were draped across her body.
That was what we were looking for. We could put Kyle Gilly in those jeans. We could put Kyle Gilly at the scene of the murder. That was the
Yeah.
final piece of the puzzle.
Jesus.
But what was the motive?
Their ex-boyfriend,
16
right?
years
So
after Laura
perhaps
Salmon's murder, her high school
whoever she was
boyfriend,
dating
Kyle Gilly,
didn't
was
at the time.
arrested and charged with her murder. Laura's mother says she told the original investigators that Gilly killed her daughter. She says his jealousy was out of control.
Jealousy, yeah.
I'm telling you today
Oh,
that I am a mother
okay.
who keeps her promises. I told them.
I believe it.
I thought it was him, or why I knew it was him. And I was very frustrated that they didn't take that seriously.
Kyle Gilly is a classic sociopath. He is the center of the universe as far as he's concerned. He is what his parents made him.
Wow.
And he is a killer.
For the record, no one is willing to speculate why the original investigators didn't look deeper into Gilly's alibi. It was clear to the cold case unit that Gilly should have been the prime suspect all along.
Jealous high school
Callous,
boyfriend.
cold-hearted, and
Yeah.
had no more thought of killing
You're
Laura
cooked.
than stepping on a bug. From the time he killed Laura, he had thought nothing else of it. He is a cold-blooded killer.
Yeah.
Gilly and Laura dated in high school, but Gilly was a year younger, and when Laura went off to college, she made a new set of friends.
Oh,
He didn't
nah.
want her to have any friends. And
Uh-oh.
when she got to college, he would go over there and stalk her.
People know this
Family
scenario
and
all
friends
too well.
implored Laura to end the relationship, but she was terrified.
Yeah.
I tried to get her to go and get a restraining order, and she was afraid to go because she was afraid of what he would do to her.
Jesus.
And when she dated other men, Gilly felt threatened.
Kyle was very jealous and very possessive. We feel like that was the motive for the murder. That if
Jealousy?
he couldn't
Yeah,
have her,
yeah.
nobody else could.
The night before her murder, Laura told friends she had a date with a friend, and the two went to a local nightclub.
Oh, boy.
Investigators believe Gilly knew Laura was dating others and may have followed her to the nightclub.
That unknown DNA was the motive. That Kyle was jealous and possessive and found out that
Oh.
she possibly was seeing somebody else.
I see.
Prosecutors believe that Gilly and Laura had planned to go swimming on the afternoon of her murder.
Oh, brother.
Kyle coaxed her out to the deserted Lover's Lane,
I'm getting a
where they
headache.
talked,
Okay.
then argued.
I think it's
According to the
glasses,
forensic
I'll be
evidence,
honest.
Gilly struck her in the head repeatedly with a rock, and blood spattered on his jeans.
Crazy.
Prosecutors think Gilly saw Laura's blood on his jeans, which is why he left them there. But those jeans contained other biological evidence with his DNA. On that day, Gilly wouldn't have known anything about that. Of course, since DNA testing was still years away. A
Right.
witness saw Gilly driving Laura's car away from the crime scene. Why the original investigators gave this information less weight than Gilly's alibi is yet another mystery. In September
Because
of 2006,
people are fucking stupid.
Kyle Gilly went on trial for murder. His defense claimed the presence of another man's DNA was proof that someone else was at the crime scene, and that individual killed Laura.
Kyle Gilly was a jealous piece of and he knew. No, never mind.
Wait.
The jury.
He was a jealous piece of shit. Never mind.
Kyle Gilly was a jealous piece of and he knew. No, never mind. The jury never fell into the trap of thinking the unknown DNA was a plausible other suspect.
I love that guy.
The jury found Kyle Gilly guilty of murder, and he
As
was
they should.
sentenced to life in prison.
Good.
Dan Goodwin finally kept the promise he'd made to Laura's mother at the funeral.
I don't think Miss Mackey will be around when Kyle Gilly is eligible for his first parole hearing in September of 2042. I'll
He's
be
42.
53 years old. But if
My
I'm
God.
alive and if my partner Bill Sharp's alive, we'll be there to testify against releasing him.
My opinion is that it was a just verdict, and he got what he deserved.
They
Holy
knew what they were
cinema.
doing, they were trained,
Every time.
and they would leave no stone unturned.
Yeah.
That they wanted to solve this.
20 years is a long time to wait for justice. The
Yeah.
evidence in the case never changed. It just took that long for forensic technology to catch up with the killer.
Cold cases are difficult. The positive side is that forensic science is constantly advancing, so that what we couldn't do 20 years ago, now we can do.
I cannot recall during my time in the district attorney's office a case that's ever been worked this hard, that so many hours have been put into.
In 1984, we were at a stalemate. We didn't have the DNA, the forensic evidence to convict. In 2000,
Ugly
we were able
baby
to, through
pig,
the
bro.
forensic evidence, put Kyle Gilly at the scene. We showed that Kyle Gilly
Chat,
was
that's
the
the
killer.
mountain, right?
Without
The
forensic
BBG's like right
evidence,
there.
There's no conviction.
Yes. Okay, W episode. I mean, shit. That was great. And I think you all know what I'm going to put on now.
In Des Moines,
because I need to like
Chase
do a
is
wind
proud to
down.
root
If
for
I
the
start
Hunt.
another episode, then we're here
because
for
they're
a
our
half
team
hour to
too.
an hour.
We cheer.
All right, we're not doing that one. That's a good song. I'm probably gonna get. Wait. I love this soundtrack. Oh my god, the nostalgia. Chat, I'm gonna figure out a way to put my DS on stream. I swear on everything. I will figure it out. If someday I get around to possibly being a decent streamer, I will. As long as there is motivation to do it, and at least so far there is consistent motivation to do it, I will do nothing but my best to make it the best that it can be. Because I'm having fun as hell. I'm having so much fun doing this. Do you think I'll get copyrighted if I play that full song? I'm just gonna get a nostalgia high quick. Dude, rest in peace, Robbie, dude. Yikes, brother. Where are the bees? They're like not... Oh, there's one up there. I have to... Oh well. I think this is the side that we need to have the... Oh, there's one. Hey, Queen. Which one are you? Nope, you're unnamed. Okay, that's fine. I'll get around to naming all of them eventually. I'll see what I can do about lighting on these. You know, I could do lanterns or something. I can figure that out. Okay. Okay, entirely jungle or Acacia 2? I think just entirely jungle should be what this area is. So... we're just gonna play this exactly how I played the, That looks awful. Wait, what if I do this? That could look okay. My axe is gonna break anytime now. Oh no. Chat, I fear I might not have enough. We don't need to do any hanging down this time though. So perhaps, well, okay, maybe the hanging down will look good. We'll try it out. Maybe that is what we'll have to do. Are there too many trees up in here? Probably a few too many. Oh my god, the vines. The vines, that's what needs to hang down. What is this song? I know this song. Ow. Route 15. No, I don't know that song. Okay, we're playing the full... Oh my god. Why does it sound so sad but so good at the same time, chat? Oh my god. Dude, this is unmatched nostalgia. Playing this game is probably one of the most influential things that I've ever experienced in my life. I don't know how or why, but it is. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna get copyright strikes so fucking hard, but it's okay. Copyright struck. Striked, struck, whatever. It's so nostalgic, god. Let me just go through every single song from this game. Little Root Town. Oh my god, this is gonna hit. Oh, this is just super chill. This might be cool. Oh my god. Sutopolis. Oh my god. Oh, dude. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Why did the audio get so different? The fuck? Evergrande City. Oh, this is a vibe. This is a vibe. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Chat, this song has so many memories. Oh my god! Dude. I'm gonna find the nighttime one as well. The nighttime one is also good. Okay. You know there's a night one. Don't give me the day one again. Oh. Dude. Gonna hope that these grow down over time. still playing. That's such a good song, chat. Fuck. Hold on. Before it plays anything stupid. Lake. That's so nondescript. You know what? W. Yeah. Why does... Anastar City. Wait, what was Anastar City? Hold on. Whoa, stop it. Come on. Oh, funny. Okay, wait. Oh. This is so Stardew Valley. There's so much that I am like, fuck. That's why I like Stardew Valley. Professor Sycamore's theme. Oh my god. Oh. Wait. Oh. Pokemon X and Y also has objectively, at least in my opinion, the best bike theme. Chat, you're not ready. You're not ready. Dude, come on. Wait for the guitar part. Bobbing my head and shit. Sam's gonna give me shit later. It's fine. I'm vibing. Chat, fuck the haters. Not that she's a hater. She's not a hater. That's so cute. I just need to redo that. Okay. We can turn off the bike theme. Actually, there's a video comparing all bike themes, Gen 1 through 7. Let's do that. Okay. Hold on. We are awake. We've got some pots. And I'm just going to be placing around. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with the pots. I want them to be just around, but I don't know where exactly to put them. Anyway, okay. I think we're good to call it on Minecraft today. We made some progress. We got some more copper. We finished off this other room here, and it looks good. It looks so good. These vines are hanging down exactly as we need them to. We need this to look kind of overgrown-esque, you know, to kind of really give that vibe of the jungle. And then we need something here. I don't know what, but something. I wonder how that looks on the outside. Let's go check. Because we have that ability, because we are playing in a game with 100% free will. Who is Will, and why are we freeing him? That's ball knowledge, chat. That's ball knowledge. From my high school. Anyway. Let's do the thing that we always do. Okay, you can't even tell. That's exactly kind of what I wanted. I wanted this place to be more of like a looks kind of pretty visually and architecturally on the outside, but on the inside that's where the plants count. Like you can see there's something in there, but you can't quite tell what it is. And I think that's exactly what I'm going for. Like this is perfect. This is big and grand and huge. And there's bees sometimes, you know, when they feel like it or something. Whatever. But you go in here and it's like a whole new environment. It's got the firefly bushes still. So it's got some of that. And then you go here and there's absolutely nothing. But trust, I am working on it. Trust, I'm working on it. And this looks solid. I hope it looks solid to other people. I don't know what I'm going to do on the other side. Oh, mangrove. I was going to do a mangrove kind of theme. Which is good, because I think most of this side is stone already. Oh, wait. This like gradient, it's not even a gradient. This pattern, we can actually probably use that to our advantage. But let's pave to that, perchance. Those bees make weird noises. Okay. I think this is a perfect time to call it. It's only 11:17. I don't know how long after Sammy was here I called it a night, but I think that is exactly what we planned for. And guess what, chat? I was a good streamer today. Oh, we still have to review the bike themes. We're doing that. I don't fucking care. Okay, Ray-Bans, get the fuck out of here. Okay. Is it going to show up on stream? It is. But yes, everything went well. We're going to review the bike themes, and I'm going to prove to you that Kalos is the best. Kalos in the bottom left, right where Sammy is. A goat next to the goat. Come on now. Which one are we on right now? This is too loud. It's too loud. It's too loud. It's too loud. These aren't, they're not even split up right. Okay, this is Johto. Is somebody in the comments talking about how stupid this fucking video is? The Kanto bike theme sounds like it's from an ice cream truck. Real. Ah, yes, the Gen 6 bike theme. Yes, okay, brother. Stop acting like you're some fine wine tasting ass bitch. It's solid, you know. Also, an 8-bit was crazy. Oh, and this is the remake. This is also solid. Very chill. This is Hoenn, yeah. I'm gonna skip towards the next, to the remake. This is good. I know this one well. I know this one very well. Good one. I think this is Sinnoh. This next one should be. I honestly barely recognize it. Is that Sinnoh? This is Unova. Because it's got a weird little build up to it. And watch, it's gonna stand out. Like night and freaking day. Dude. We know it very well, okay. And then Alola is gonna be some Western ass style shit. Unrecognizable. Nowhere near the bike theme. What were we doing in Alola? Oh my god, chat. Anyway. Sorry for that segment, but I had to do it. I felt like, how can I be the person that I am without my nerdy interests? You know what I mean? So, if you, what am I trying to say? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're watching my stream and you think I'm weird for that, for that segment I just did, where I was listening to bike themes from different Pokemon games. If you think that was weird, you're weird. Dead ass, because that's me, for real. Everything that we're doing on this stream, all these weird images, that shit's me, okay? And y'all are not... Yeah, okay, what if we cross him a little bit? Ooh. Let me shrink myself for the purpose of the horse. Boom. Move the Pikmin a little bit. But anyway, you know, everything in this stream is me, you know? All this stupid shit on the W stream screen I think is hilarious. And Minecraft and Subnautica and Pokemon and all the bullshit, that's me, bruh. And all the stupid shit that I talk about, that too. So, I know I got at least one loyal fan, and that's all I need for now, you know? That's all I need, period, low key. I'm so serious. I'm so serious about that. But anyway, I'm going to call it a night. It always takes me like 10 minutes to wrap up, but I'm going to call it a night. Going to try to make it quick. Oh, for fuck's sake. I got to respond to that text. Not yours. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night. So I'll talk to y'all later. Probably tomorrow. Probably around the same time. You can expect me. It's what I do now. So anyway, see y'all later. Bye.